Have you ever stood on a sun-warmed stone terrace, overlooking the sea, feeling a breeze that carries the scent of wild herbs, and felt a profound sense of peace? A feeling that everything is exactly as it should be? That the noise of the world has simply fallen away, leaving only you, the sun, and the earth? For centuries, a classic Mediterranean home has evoked this feeling. It's a style born from the land and sea, rustic, romantic, and abundantly lived in. But what if we took that soulful, sun-soaked essence and filtered out the clutter? What if we stripped it back to its purest, most calming form? Welcome, everyone. Today, we are not just talking about a design trend. We are exploring a philosophy for modern living. We're diving into the world of minimalist Mediterranean decor. This is where the timeless, hardy character of a Spanish cortillo or a Greek island villa meets the serene, breathable clarity of Japanese minimalism. It's a style that doesn't shout, but rather whispers. It's not about stark, cold spaces. It's about warm, soulful simplicity. In a world that feels increasingly complex and loud, our homes must become our sanctuaries. They should be places that simplify our lives and soothe our nervous systems. This is the promise of minimalist Mediterranean design, a home that feels both authentically grounded and effortlessly light. A place that doesn't demand your attention, but instead gives you the space to breathe. So let's embark on this journey together to discover how you can embrace this beautiful, balanced style and create a home that truly simplifies and soothes. Segment 1. The soul of the style, beyond white walls and terracotta. Before we pick out a single paint color or piece of furniture, we must understand the heart of this style. It's a common misconception that minimalism is cold or sterile, and that Mediterranean is rustic and busy. The magic happens in the fusion. So, what is the true soul of minimalist Mediterranean design? First and foremost, it's an ethos of authenticity. This style rejects the fake and the mass-produced. It's not about buying a distressed finish from a factory. It's about celebrating a wall that is genuinely, beautifully imperfect, made with real plaster and skilled human hands. It's about materials that tell a story. A piece of wood with its grain visible. A stone floor worn smooth by generations of footsteps. A hand-thrown clay vase that bears the subtle marks of its maker. This connection to authenticity is deeply rooted in the wabi-sabi philosophy, embracing imperfection and transience, which is a huge trend for 2025. It's the beauty of the asymmetrical, the weathered, the unique. Secondly, it's a celebration of slow living. The original Mediterranean lifestyle is one of long, leisurely meals, of siestas, of connection with family and the natural world. Minimalist Mediterranean architecture and design facilitates this. It creates open, flowing spaces that encourage movement and togetherness. It prioritizes comfort and human experience over ostentatious display. The design asks, does this space make it easier to connect with my loved ones? Does it allow me to rest deeply? Does it bring me joy? This is the antithesis of a fast-paced, cluttered life. Finally, the soul of this style is sensory richness over visual noise. A traditional minimalist space might focus solely on sight, clean lines, monochrome palettes. A maximalist Mediterranean space might overwhelm all the senses. Our fusion style aims to curate the sensory experience. It's the feeling of cool, smooth limestone under your bare feet on a hot day. It's the visual texture of a hand-troweled wall playing with the afternoon light. It's the subtle, earthy scent of cedar and linen. It's the soft, inviting drape of a natural fiber rug. The goal is to have every element you touch, see, and feel be intentional and quality, but never excessive. So as we move forward, keep these three pillars in mind: authenticity, slow living, and curated sensory richness. They are the compass that will guide every decision, from the largest architectural element down to the single object you place on a shelf. This isn't about following rigid rules. It's about capturing a feeling. Segment 2, the quiet color palette, sun-bleached and earthborn. Color is the first language a room speaks to you. In Minimalist Mediterranean Design, the palette is a soft, whispered poem inspired by the landscape itself. Forget the bold, saturated blues and yellows of a tourist postcard. We are looking at those colors after they have been softened by decades of sun and sea air. We are drawing from the earth before the sun reaches its zenith. The foundation of this palette is a spectrum of non-white whites. This is arguably the most important element. We are not using stark, brilliant whites. Instead, we use whites that have warmth and depth. Think of the white of sun-bleached limestone, of sea-worn shells, of fresh goat's cheese, of the stucco of a village house in Puglia. These are creamy off-whites with hints of ivory, oatmeal, and even the faintest whisper of gray or pink. Materials like lime wash paint or Roman clay are perfect for this, as they create a mottled, breathable surface that changes with the light, giving the walls a living, soulful quality. This is a key trend for 2025, moving away from flat paint towards mineral-based finishes with soul. Then, we layer in the neutral earth tones. These are your supporting actors, adding warmth and grounding the space. Here, we look to raw, natural materials for inspiration. The gentle gray of unfinished, lime-washed wood or light oak. The soft, putty-like tone of raw linen. The pale, almost silvery green of sage or dried rosemary. The subtle, pinkish brown of terracotta, but in its more refined, modern form. Think large, matte finish tiles or a single beautiful planter, rather than overwhelming floors. And for our subtle accents, we go deep, not loud. We are not painting a wall, a bold cobalt blue. Instead, we might have a single throw pillow in the color of the deep Aegean Sea at twilight. We might have a piece of art with a brushstroke of that same deep blue, or a ceramic vase in the moody greenish blue of tarnished copper. Other accent colors can be drawn from the land, the deep umber of rich soil, the dusty aubergine of a twilight sky, the black of volcanic rock. The rule is, 1, maybe 2 accent colors, used very sparingly and intentionally, like precious gems in a simple setting. Segment 3. Architectural Honesty, the Bones of the Space. You can have the perfect color and the best furniture, but if the architectural bones of the space aren't right, the feeling will be off. Minimalist Mediterranean design starts with the architecture. It's about creating a shell that is inherently beautiful, calm, and connected to its environment. The most iconic feature and a huge trend for 2025 is the soft, rounded form. Say goodbye to sharp, 90-degree corners on every opening. We embrace the gentle curve of the arch. Rounded doorways, arched niches, and curved windows are the hallmarks of this style. They echo the ancient architecture of the region, but feel incredibly modern and soft. An arch doesn't just frame a space. It invites you through it in a more graceful, fluid way. It's a rejection of the harsh, boxy forms of industrial design in favor of something more organic and human-centric. If you can't do structural arches, consider arched mirrors, or even painting a soft arch on a wall as a focal point. Next, let's look up. Ceilings are your fifth wall, and here we often embrace volume and texture. Vaulted ceilings are exposed. Structural wooden beams are quintessential. In a minimalist context, these beams are often left in their natural, light-toned wood finish, or painted the same color as the ceiling to add texture without heaviness. The goal is to create a sense of airiness, of expansiveness. High ceilings allow hot air to rise, making the space cooler, a practical, bioclimatic feature from traditional Mediterranean homes that serves a beautiful aesthetic purpose. And we cannot talk about architecture without talking about light and connection. The Mediterranean home is famously inward-looking, built around a courtyard or terrace. We translate this for the modern world with a focus on indoor-outdoor living. This is where large, sliding glass doors, floor-to-ceiling windows, and interior courtyards or atriums come in. The boundary between inside and outside is deliberately blurred. The goal is to make your garden, your patio, or even just a sliver of sky feel like an integral part of your interior space. This is a core principle of biophilic design, the human instinct to connect with nature, which is more than a trend. It's a fundamental shift in how we design for well-being. Finally, we celebrate honest surfaces. This means, where possible, let the materials speak for themselves. Instead of drywall, can you have a wall of exposed stone or brick? Instead of a perfectly smooth floor, can you have honed travertine or limestone with its natural pits and variations? This architectural honesty means less need for decoration. The structure itself is the decoration. It's a more sustainable approach, and it creates a foundation of timeless integrity that no layer of paint or wallpaper can ever match. Segment 4. The art of curated decluttering. A place for everything, and everything with purpose. This is where the minimalist part truly comes to life, and it can be the most challenging, yet most liberating, step. Minimalist Mediterranean is not about emptiness. It's about intentionality. It's the art of knowing what to keep, what to let go of, and how to display what remains so it can be truly appreciated. Let's begin with the edit with heart process. This is not a ruthless, cold purge. It's a thoughtful curation. Go through your belongings, and for each item, ask a series of questions. Does this object bring me genuine joy or serve a vital function? Does it align with the serene, authentic feeling I want to create? Does it have a story? That souvenir from your trip to Crete. Keep it. Now, for the things that stay, we need a home for everything. Clutter is often just postponed decisions. In this style, storage is sacred and should be seamlessly integrated. Think of deep, unobtrusive built-in cabinets painted the same color as the walls, so they recede. Think of beautiful, simple baskets made of seagrass or cane for storing throws and magazines. Consider a large, rustic but simple wooden chest that can hold linens while serving as a coffee table. The key is that storage is not an afterthought. It's part of the architecture. This creates a home that is easy to maintain and always feels tidy and restful. Then comes the art of display. In a space with fewer objects, each one becomes a star. This is where you can apply the principles of a still life. Group objects in odd numbers, 1, 3, or 5. Create little vignettes that tell a story. A beautiful, ancient-looking olive jar can stand alone in a corner, catching the light. A stack of 3 artisanal books on a stone table, next to a single sculptural candle. A collection of 3 hand-thrown pottery bowls on an open shelf. Give each item room to breathe. Let the negative space around it be part of the composition. This thoughtful display transforms your possessions from clutter into a curated collection of art. This entire process of curated decluttering is an ongoing practice, not a one-time event. It's a shift in mindset from consumption to appreciation. It encourages you to buy less, but buy better, to invest in one perfectly crafted ceramic vase rather than 10 cheap ones. This approach is not only good for your peace of mind, it's also more sustainable. Your home becomes a reflection of your highest values: simplicity, beauty, and intentionality. Segment 5. Textural Tapestry, the Language of Touch. Since our color palette is so restrained and serene, the true visual and sensory interest comes from texture. This is how we create a space that feels warm, inviting, and rich without relying on color or pattern. The minimalist Mediterranean home is a symphony of touchable surfaces. Let's talk about the foundation textures. These are the large, overarching textures that define your surfaces. Your walls, as we discussed, should have a tactile quality, lime wash, Venetian plaster, or even a highly textured trowel finish on drywall. Your floors should be natural. The cool, slightly uneven surface of honed stone or large format terracotta tiles, or the warmth and grain of wide plank oak flooring. These foundational textures are subtle but paramount. They catch the light in 1,000 different ways throughout the day, creating a dynamic living environment that a flat, smooth wall never could. On top of that foundation, we layer the soft textures. This is where we introduce comfort and softness. Think of the crinkled, lived-in feel of heavy linen for curtains, sofa slipcovers, and bedding. Linen is the hero fabric of this style. It's natural, breathable, and beautiful in its imperfection. Then, add the nubby, cozy feel of a chunky wool knit throw or a buckle cushion. A jute or sisal rug adds a wonderful earthy texture underfoot. These elements are the equivalent of a soft, comfortable sweater for your home. They make you want to sink in and stay a while. Then, we have the accent and organic textures. These are the finer details that add depth and soul. The smooth, cool weight of a marble or travertine side table. The silky patina of an aged leather chair. The rough, rustic feel of a hand-forged iron candle holder. The organic, unpredictable form of a piece of driftwood or a woven rattan light fixture. Incorporate elements like cane weaving on cabinet doors or a ribbed, fluted detail on a kitchen island. These textures create a dialogue between rough and smooth, hard and soft, new and old. Mastering this textural tapestry is key to avoiding a space that feels flat or sterile. It's about creating a multi-sensory experience that is deeply comforting. When you walk into a well-executed minimalist Mediterranean room, your eye may first be drawn to the simplicity, but your hand will itch to touch the rough plaster wall. Your feet will relish the cool stone floor, and your body will crave the soft embrace of the linen sofa. It's a style that engages you fully, calming the mind through the senses. Segment 6. Fresh Ideas and the 2025 Twist, Modern Interpretations. So we have the core principles. But how do we make this style feel fresh, modern, and uniquely ours in 2025? It's about blending the timeless with the contemporary and leveraging new trends in a way that serves the overall philosophy. Let's start in the heart of the home, the kitchen. Instead of ornate, heavy cabinetry, think flat panel or shaker-style doors in a light wood tone or painted in a soft, earthy white. A huge trend is fluted or reeded detail on island cladding or a single bank of cabinets, adding texture in a very modern way. For countertops, honed or leathered finishes on stone like granite or quartzite are perfect. They have the durability, but not the high-gloss shine, feeling more organic. And for the sink, consider an undermounted white fireclay or even a solid matte stone sink. The hardware should be simple, unlacquered brass that will develop a patina, or blackened steel for a more dramatic contrast. In the bathroom, we are creating a spa-like sanctuary. Think freestanding stone tubs with a minimalist silhouette, wall-mounted vanities in light oak, or with a lime wash finish to float above the floor, creating a sense of lightness. For showers, large format, matte stone tiles and open niches carved into the wall itself, rather than bulky shower caddies. A single beautiful plaster sconce on either side of the mirror provides soft, flattering light. This is the epitome of quiet luxury. It's not flashy, but the quality of the materials and the peacefulness of the space feels incredibly luxurious. For furniture and art, the 2025 take is all about sculptural silhouettes and organic modernism. Choose a sofa with a strong, simple shape and comfortable, deep seats. Look for coffee tables made from a single slab of live edge wood or a chunk of stone. Finally, embrace smart simplicity. This style beautifully accommodates hidden technology. Recessed speakers, discrete smart lighting that can be tuned to mimic the warm glow of sunset, and underfloor heating beneath those cool stone tiles. The technology serves the comfort and ambience without disrupting the serene aesthetic. It's about having a home that is both primitive in its soul and sophisticated in its function, proving that minimalism and Mediterranean warmth are not just compatible, but are the perfect recipe for the modern sanctuary. And so, we find ourselves back where we began, in a space that feels both ancient and completely new. A space that doesn't shout about its style, but hums with a quiet, steady confidence. Embracing minimalist Mediterranean decor is more than an aesthetic choice. It is a conscious decision to build a lifestyle centered on simplicity, authenticity, and profound comfort. It's a promise to yourself to let go of the unnecessary, to make space for what truly matters: connection, rest, and the simple joy of a sunbeam falling on a beautifully textured wall. It's a commitment to living slower, to touching and feeling the world around you, to choosing quality over quantity in every aspect of your life. You don't need to live on a Greek island or in a Spanish villa to capture this feeling. You can start today. Look at your space. What is one thing you can remove? What is one authentic natural material you can introduce? Perhaps it's swapping a synthetic throw for a linen one, or painting a single wall with a chalky, earthy paint, or simply clearing a surface and leaving it bare to let the light play. Your home should be your greatest sanctuary, a place that simplifies your world and soothes your soul. We hope this journey has inspired you to see the potential for calm, for warmth, for timeless beauty in your own four walls. Thank you for watching. Now, go and create a space that doesn't just look good, but truly feels like home.